Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you.
Hey, what is up trainers? Pogo Joel here coming at you with a Latias raid guide. It's going to be my job to help you analyze this Pokemon and make the best team to take it down. Latias, a combination of Dragon and Psychic. Latias is a highly intelligent Pokemon. It communicates with people using telepathy. Its body is covered in down coat that reflects the light in such a way that it becomes invisible and can even change appearances. You thought Ditto was impressive. Latias can turn into another person and look just like you, just like Ditto. It's pretty crazy. Latias are only female and usually travel with a male counterpart, Latios. They usually travel in herds, but even so, they are rarely seen by humans. Alrighty trainers, let's get our teams ready and let's go out there and take this thing down. Do you think you have what it takes to take down Latias? Let's go. Latias is a Dragon and Psychic type Pokemon, making it very weak against Bug, Dragon, Ghost, Dark, Fairy, and Ice. Here is a infographic by Couple of Gaming. If you haven't checked them out on social media. They're pretty awesome. So a perfect 100% non-weather boosted Latias is going to be 2006. If you find a weather boosted one, you're going to want 2507, so 2507 for a perfect there. This graphic is a good starting point, and we'll definitely get into some of the best counters you can have. And if you didn't notice, there is a shiny out now. On the left, I've made my two general teams that I'm bringing in. One is going to be when it's against a Psychic or Thunder type Latias, and the other is going to be against Outrage. We'll get into that right now. Latias' most difficult moveset is going to probably be Dragon Breath and Outrage, and then Zen Headbutt and Psychic, and then Thunder's not too bad across the board. But when you are facing against one that does not have a Dragon move like Outrage, we can bring in our Dragon teams, and we have a lot of counters that we can bring in. Coming in first, we have the granddaddy of them all, Rayquaza, the best Dragon type Pokemon. It's the best because it knows Outrage, which is one of the fastest Dragon moves that deals the most damage. So Rayquaza is number 1. Dragonite is going to be number 2 with Dragon Tail and Outrage, followed up by Palkia, Dragon Tail, Draco Meteor, and then Salamence, Dragon Tail, Draco Meteor as well. The Outrage Pokemon are higher up on the list for me just because they'll do more damage as opposed to that 1-bar move of Draco Meteor. Following that, we do have some other good Dragon options. We have Latios with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw. And if you catch a Latias, you can use one with Dragon Breath and Outrage. If you wanted to do something really different, you could bring in a Gyarados with Bite and Crunch, or even Bite and Outrage as well. It won't be the best counter you can use, but you can definitely use it. It's viable. And if Latias has Thunder, do not use Gyarados. And it is a Dragon type that's going to have a weakness to Ice, which is super exciting because we're finally going to be able to use our Mamoswines with the Ice type attack moves with Powdered Snow and Avalanche. Also, other viable Ice type attackers are Mewtwo with Ice Beam, can be a beast. Other great Ice type attackers are Weavile, Jinx, and Articuno. Since it's part Psychic, we have a lot of counters for that. Just bring in your EX team even if you want. But what you're going to want to bring in is for sure Mewtwo, Psycho Cut, and Shadow Ball. You could even bring in Gengar with Shadow Ball as well. You can definitely bring in your Tyrannitars with Bite and Crunch. You can bring in your Honchkrows. It's also going to be weak to Fairy. Everyone likes to forget about Fairy when it comes against these because there's a lot of great counters out there. But you have Gardevoir and Togekiss. It's also weak to Bug. So you can definitely bring in your Scizor, your Pinsir, your Yanmega. And other Dragon options that are lower on the list are Alolan Executor with Outrage. You can also bring in Absol as a Dark attacker if you powered one up, or even a Lapras if you decided to power up one a long time ago. Hopefully you have Ice Beam on that one. Your best bet's probably just to create 2 teams. One could be your Dragon team to go up against the non-Dragon moves, Psychic and Thunder. That's what I did here. I'm not sure if I'm still using this team. I think I might be. People ask why don't I have a Rayquaza powered up higher than that or maxed out. I don't feel like I really have a good one, and I said I was never going to max out a weak Rayquaza. I wanted the best. Plus we're giving some dragons some love here. Also, we do have, for dragon teams, we can be bringing in our psychic teams or even our ice teams. Here I have my Ice Beam Mewtwo's and Mamoswine, threw in Tyranitar, and this team is good to go against the Outrage movesets. The shiny version of Latias is out in raids right now. It is gold, and I've only done 2 raids, that first one and now this one.
Wow! Oh, sorry guys, that was a bad throw. Oh well. I'll take it. I'm happy.
So the metagame. Latias, as a dragon type attacker, does rank about 6. Compared to other dragons, it's behind Latios, Salamence, Palkia, Dragonite, and Rayquaza. But it's still a very good option, so if you pick one up and you don't have really good dragon options, you can definitely go in there with Dragon Breath and Outrage and still do a lot of damage. Where it stands out compared to other dragon type attackers is its defensive stat. Coming in at 246 on that defense, it's going to last a long time in battle for the most part against a lot of different type of Pokemon. As you see here, it compares, it's the best defensive stat of the better dragon types that we do have in the game right now. So it could still be a great option to bring into raids, and you could still use it for PvP. I'm going to probably power up my shiny and use it in the Ultra League, and we'll leave it there. One important thing to note is Latias does get a Mega Evolution, and in the main series games, its attack went up, its defense rose, its special attack went up, its special defense went up, and it made it very, very dangerous. Definitely a great option to have in the future on your teams once Mega Evolutions come up. Not all the dragons get Mega Evolutions, so this one does. You might want to hold on to it for the future for that reason alone. Alrighty guys, so if you found any of this helpful, please drop a like. Let me know in the comments, have you gotten one yet? Did you get your shiny? And if so, what was your best counters that you used? Let me know guys. And until next time, gotta catch 'em all, trainers.